Here. I'm with the Center for Rural Affairs, as you might have picked up. I believe I'm live right now, so I'm gonna keep going for it. But thanks everyone for joining me. Again, I'm Erin. I'm with the Center for Rural Affairs. I'm a project associate here, and the center, of course, is a nonprofit that's been around since 1973. We exist to create and strengthen vibrant rural communities, and we go live every Tuesday at noon. So be sure to follow us and check back in every Tuesday. We've always got someone talking about an upcoming topic or relevant training, workshop, opportunity. So be sure to join us. Today, I'll be covering some details for some upcoming training sessions that we are holding for rural farmers markets across the state. And I think we all know and are tired of knowing by now how much the pandemic has really affected every sector of everything for everyone. But in particular for farmers markets, it's been tough to do some of these trainings, not only not in person, but just to take all the extra precautions that everyone has. And while there's been increased interest in local food, it's also been pretty difficult to have that face-to-face contact and really move things forward, maybe in a big way. So the center, along with our partners, Nebraska Extension and Buy Fresh, Buy Local, we are partnering up to hold a series of free online training sessions. And these are for farmers market managers as well as farmers market vendors. And we'll be holding them together. So the managers and vendors will be in the same virtual room together, and we'll make sure that the topics and examples that we use will be relevant for everyone. Farmers markets are definitely a big teamwork endeavor. So wherever you are in the state, there's going to be a good training for you. We have split the state up into 3 different areas. And wherever you are, if the closest location to you doesn't work for you because of your schedule, you're welcome to join the other training sessions. And so we've got the Beatrice area, the Kearney area, and the Norfolk area. And so again, don't be concerned if you are, further north, further west. Go to the one that is closest to you or the one that works for your schedule. So for the Beatrice area, that's kind of the southeastern part of the state. Kearney will cover central and further west, and then Norfolk, of course, northeast, and then just all across the north part of the state, including far west. So we will have 6 total sessions. That's 2 sessions per community. And so we will be splitting these up into 2 evenings apiece for each of those communities. These will be 2-hour sessions just from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Central Time. And so, whether you are able to join and be really active in the discussion with your video feed on and, speaking up when you have questions or typing in the chat box, or if you're, multitasking and only able to join in to listen, we invite everyone to participate as they're able, and we will be recording these sessions and sending them out, afterward, as well as a lot of materials. So what topics will we be covering? Well, we had a really great spring calling market managers around the state to really get a good feel for what folks are looking for, what is going well in rural farmers markets, what they would like maybe some more resources regarding, and of course, for vendors too. And so based largely on that feedback, as well as some similar work that's being done in Iowa and across the country, we've split the 2 different sessions into the first evening where we will be discussing marketing and vendor recruitment and vendor retention. And so for marketing, that is not only going to be relevant for individual vendors who are trying to really market their own business and their own booth, but we'll also go into how to market the market itself and how managers, boards, and volunteers, as well as vendors, can all really get on the same page and make sure they're pushing the market forward, and how they are, you do represent each other in that type of dynamic. So then the vendor recruitment and retention, that as well will help managers pick up some tips on how to bring in vendors to their market, and it will also help vendors know what to look for, what to ask managers about and how to know if it will be a good fit for you. So that will be the first evening, and the second evening will focus again on two topics, and that will be how to get set up with a legal structure. And so sometimes a market might incorporate itself somehow. They might be a formal nonprofit or an LLC. Sometimes there might not be a really formal like entity created. Sometimes they are umbrellaed under another organization that might be the chamber or another group in town that can kind of take them under their wing. And so as well, vendors a lot of times are set up just as individuals, as sole proprietorships, but there are reasons why you might want to consider, all types of legal structure. And then going along with that topic, we'll cover how to accept SNAP at the market. And SNAP is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, formerly known as food stamps, and you might have an EBT card to access these benefits. And although it's commonly known you can use SNAP at a grocery store, for example, you're actually able to use them at a farmer's market as well, but the market and or specific vendors need to get trained and set up and purchase some equipment, get some paperwork in line to make sure that happens. It is doable, and it does really increase access to healthy local food for more of our community members here in Nebraska. So we will help resolve any maybe myths about it, or help folks just really get down to the nuts and bolts of what to do in order to get set up to do that. And so we're really excited about these opportunities. Again, it's just going to be a 2-hour session, and we know folks are busy, especially with school getting going again in various ways, but we hope that folks can join us. This is a 3-year training, a 3-year training session, as far as we will be holding these this fall. We will also be holding another round of sessions in 2021 and again in 2022. So it's really important that we're here for you. So if you've got questions, or you maybe have resources you'd like to share with others, please come. You can network with other area vendors and managers while we're in that online training together. We of course hope to offer these in person again in the future and bring in some more experts to get everyone's questions answered. As you are looking at your schedule and seeing which one of these you can attend, do make sure you go to our website to register. You can just go to cfra.org/events to access like a little bit of a description about the events, and you can register for each individual training. And so do that. Another website that we would love for you to check out would be buylocalnebraska.org. And then if you /go-to-grow, and I'm not actually seeing the comments for some reason, but they're on there somewhere, and I'm sure a lovely colleague of mine is posting some links that you can follow up with, learn more about our partners and the other work that's being done around the state to promote and support not only the farmers markets and managers, but the vendors, and also how to make everything accessible to customers. We've seen a lot of folks really be creative this year as far as online ordering and pickup, and we know that those types of concerns, even post-pandemic, will still exist, and we all need to be innovative and work together to make sure you have the tools that you need to be successful. So farmers markets are very important, not just on the income end of things, but also for community development and bringing folks together. So we hope to see a good crowd out. Do make sure that you register. And I think I'm going to keep it pretty short today, but if you've got more questions, get in touch with me. Again, I'm Erin Schoenberg. You can email me at erins@cfra.org, and we'll be continuing to check back on this thread if anyone has follow-up questions or comments after this little live. So this was fun talking to you over the screen, and join us again next Tuesday at noon. We'll be talking about another great rural opportunity. And in closing, have a great day.